Jennifer, honey. What did Sheree give us, y'all, in the Real Housewives of Atlanta that one season? Ooh, when I tell you, ooh, she gave me, hopefully us, because y'all can agree collectively what we've been waiting for a nice little minute, not just from her, but in general. Girl, I said, listen, Jennifer, do I need to put some respect on your name and start addressing you as Miss Padranti? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We will get into it. You know we will. What is going on, y'all? It is your girl, Taida B here. Welcome to my chat party. I'm so glad that you can join me. I'm so glad that as I looked at my subscriber guest list, the joint just keeps going up. And I have y'all to thank so much for that. You know, so much is all love. Again, from the bottom of my heart, if I could hug every 193 of you guys, I definitely would. Here's a social hug, a social media extended hug. Thank you so freaking much to y'all who got on the dance floor and showed your behinds out. I loved it. I live for it. I'm telling y'all, when I read your comments, I got a smile on my face, or y'all have me in deep thought. I hope and pray that you guys keep that coming. To those of you who will stop by the party for a little bit, for a lot of bit, to show your face, I thank you, because listen, you didn't have to take the time out to come see what little old me has to say, but you are, and I truly appreciate it. For those of you who will subscribe to my guest list and continue to increase in the future, thank you in advance. Those of you who will continue to return, new ones, old ones, welcome. You've been to this party before, whatever it is. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I saw, the video being shared. I saw certain subscriber names come in. I appreciate y'all. I really, truly do. I just need you to know that y'all are the true VIPs. Thank you. But we've got to go get into this mess, because I got a whole lot to say. So this, or I should say, these are my thoughts and opinions on the Real Housewives of Orange County, season 18, episode number 15. Don't hold me to the fire, y'all. This is me just spitting fun, a little bit of facts. Okay, this ain't homework. This is just a place where we have a light-hearted, good old time. That's what you do at a party, after all, isn't it? So let's not take it too seriously. But anyways, you guys, we start off with Shannon and Emily having breakfast before they head out on their adventure for the day. And Shannon's pretty much sharing how she's really not in the mood to deal with them. And I don't blame her, because I wouldn't want to deal with those heifers either. But unfortunately, first off, you're in this wonderful, beautiful place to explore. So I wouldn't let nobody rain on my parade off of that just from jump. But then also you're in this contractual agreement, where you have to show up, you have to work, you have to be around these people. So listen, just brush the dirt off your shoulders as best as you can, and pretty much keep it moving, right? And so Shannon said it best also, that she's done explaining herself to these ladies, and especially Tasmania and Tamra. But child, what'd you call her last week? Miss, what was it? C7768. You called her Tam Rat. She said it, y'all, not me. I was like, well, I never heard that one. I kind of like that. Tam Rat. So soon as Katie and Tamra, though, walked into the spa, y'all, I was like, nope, nope. Into the OPE, not interested. I don't really give a hot what they have to say, right? So from there, they get their conversation started. Tamra has the nerve to talk about how she has a sex chair at home. Like, we want to envision her and dry eyes doing the do. Like, yuck. Ew. No thanks and goodbye. As a matter of fact, y'all remember that past season when production truly played themselves and had us watching Tamra and Eddie take a bubble bath together? When I tell you, I find absolutely nothing. And I'm being honest, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I absolutely cannot stand Tamra. But if I put that aside, I don't find anything sexy about this couple. So it's like, can you keep that stuff off camera? Like, whatever you and him do in the confinement of your own home, we don't need to be privy to that. So anyways, um Let me answer your question though, Katie, as to why Shannon has to get up and walk away every time and doesn't want to always keep, sitting and addressing things. Because no one at 60 wants to have to keep subjecting themselves by being on a chopping block with continuous interrogating questions from an evil woman who thinks she's the judge and the jury, but doesn't even really care about Shannon for real. Okay? That's why. Or it could be the simple fact because she's going through a very tumultuous time in her life that doesn't feel good, and she doesn't want to have to wake up every day to talk about that. That's why. Okay? Yet again, for the millionth time, however, Tamra's throwing Shannon under the bus, revealing how Shannon's struggling and lives way beyond her means, and she spends money on this and on that, and she shouldn't. And they're showing flashbacks of the $595 a piece scarves and all this other stuff. And I'm like, but if it ain't your business and it's not affecting your business, your finances, or anything happening in your household, why is that not her business? Like, that's okay. And like, why are you counting her coins? Like, let me understand that. Okay. So I definitely would have enjoyed y'all though being by the pool with Jen and Gina. I will say that after all the scene setups that we were given, like I said, Katie and Tamra at the spa, absolutely hell not. Uh, the breakfast scene with Heather coming in and being annoying and Emily, no thanks. Gina and Jen definitely would have been my time at the pool. And, again, just hearing them drop that knowledge from beginning to end that they were dropping. And so Gina shares the text with Jen that Shannon showed her about the fact that Alexis Bellino did in fact sue Shannon and Tamara, even though Alexis denied that she had any involvement with it whatsoever. And the moral of the story, as Gina and Jen articulately stated and continue to confirm for us, was that Tamara's on a mission to take Shannon down. Okay. And these things we definitely know for certain. She's always running that mouth, right? Any other time you want to put folks on blast, right? And call this one a liar and this one a drunk and talk about this one's relationship and all the things in between. But then somehow you know how to magically shut that off when it comes to blasting someone on Shannon's behalf who's not telling the truth. No, because you know what you're doing. Again, like, they said impliedly, you're strategic with what you're doing. And so Gina said Heather and Tamra are so hypocritical of every move Shannon makes. Agreed. Tamra then says Shannon's superpower is making people feel sorry for her. Now, I will say, I definitely had to pause and laugh at this part because I know my boy Christopher Bautista was doing an extra two-step on the dance floor because that's exactly what he said last week in the comments. I believe Christopher is privy to just kind of what goes on in the OC. I want to say you live out there, right, Christopher, or close enough to it where you get more tea and you hear the word like that. And I said it then, I'm going to say it again, but it's all love. I will take Shannon and her superpower any day over Tamra and her evil antics, or Alexis and Johnny Boy and what they've been doing. Okay? Okay. So shout out to you though, but and however, Christopher, because you definitely were spot on with that. And so now we have Heather knocking at the door where Emily and Shannon are having breakfast. And the first thing Heather says to Emily is, "You look cute." Okay. I said, let me rewind and bring it back. "You look cute." She gave the lady yet another compliment, right? Did y'all hear that? Because I know I heard it and I heard it loud and clear. Okay. And I just have to acknowledge that because I don't want to hear Emily by the next two episodes talking about, I just want her to see me. Okay. Because she did see you again. Okay. All right. So Heather wants to try and clear the air with Shannon about the night prior. And in her confessional, she's saying that Shannon will share things with you and then ask you not to tell others, even though she may share, things with those others. And I'm like, okay, and so what? She can do that. Okay. Because maybe at the end of the day, she doesn't want y'all talking amongst each other about her business. Or maybe at the end of the day, she's changed her mind about who she wants to tell. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she might have told you and asked you not to say nothing, but then happened to go to lunch with so-and-so and it came up. So she told them about it and then was lonely one night and needed to talk and called you. Like, who cares? It's her business to tell however she sees fit to tell it. I'm just like, Heather, be quiet. So Shannon ends up getting her because they go back and forth for a little bit. Shannon ends up getting her frazzled little stack of papers where she's, calculated the expenses that she spent on John the first few months that they dated. And y'all, I sat there so stone faced. I don't know about y'all if you found it so comical when Heather and Emily started like cracking up at Shannon, laughing at her. And I know they were more so, kind of thinking she was on some dinosaur mode with not having this in an Excel spreadsheet. But I'm like, girl, I didn't find anything in that moment funny. I was like, shit, like, okay. I would have been sitting there like, yeah. So that was just so unnecessary to me, but they got a kick out of it, whatever. And based off of Shannon's calculations, okay, on her little paper, her receipts, because at the end of the day, like Emily pretty much confirmed, you can laugh and joke about it not being on a spreadsheet all you want or on some type of computer software. It still is something that could be admissible in the court of law. So have several seats. And so if what Shannon calculated was correct, over $60,000 that she spent, and then over $13,000. Well, we do the math. There's your $73,000 right there, right? Which leaves us 2,000 off. But you would not be getting that 2,000, Johnny boy, because that would go towards the pain and suffering that Shannon has had to endure with all the threats and this and that and just the nonsense that you and broken bird of a liar face, okay? Shout out to my girl who appreciated that comment, put her through. So it's like there's your 75,000 right there, paid in full. Okay. Now scurry on, skedaddle, vamos. You're done. Let's not do this anymore. Right. So back to the ladies by the pool, where, again, they're dropping that knowledge. Gina shares how apparently Jen's $2,000 dress that she wore to Shannon's tea party was a topic of discussion amongst Heather and Tamra and Emily and um um I'm like, did y'all pay for the dress? Did it come out your funds at all? Again, I don't understand if it's not affecting these people. I just don't get it. And I didn't like how Katie then proceeded to share um, more of Jen's business that Jen probably disclosed to her in confidentiality about Ryan having to be the one to pay for the dress and this, that, and the third. I really was just done with their scene really before, like I told y'all, it even started, but I was just so turned off by them. And Katie, listen, I like you, but you're starting to have me sway the pendulum in a whole different direction because I know you want to be relevant, but let's be smart about how you move, okay? Don't make me dislike you. Who am I at the end of the day? Whatever. Just don't make me dislike you, okay? And so Tamara's talking about how she's concerned. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you are not. Notice how though she'll always drop those kind of lines in there right before or after she shades somebody. Oh, I'm so concerned about Shannon. Oh, I'm so concerned about Jen. Oh, well, I'm worried about him. But yet you do the evil things that you do. So whatever Jen needs to know, I'll say as it relates to Ryan, she'll find out. Okay. And Tamra talking about where she gonna go if things don't work out with her and Ryan. Doesn't she have supportive parents? I feel like we've seen them. I don't know if it was last season or the season before that. I'm sure she would be good and I'm sure they would help her out if she really needed. But absolutely loved, like many of the other loves during the episode of Jen that I had, her confessional about Tamra, which let us know she's finally just removed her rose colored glasses off and is seeing that lady for her works, for her work. So to your point, Gina, regarding that attempt at trying to explain your side to Heather on that tour bus ride that y'all took, total waste of time. Agreed. Probably because you were making too much sense. And, Heather's feelings matter, like you said, nobody else's. I couldn't agree with you more on that. And sidebar, y'all, did I miss Travis and Gina getting back together? Because I know production had kind of labeled him as, Gina's boyfriend. And then she was trying to buy him gifts. And I know they made references later on when they kind of sent the naughty text. I'm just like, what? I thought y'all were separated. Like, I know y'all haven't completely removed each other. I don't know. Anyways, So fast forward to dinner, and Emily is talking about how the waiter didn't see her size, giving her that small drink, and she wants a big girl martini. And I said, all right now, Emily, all right. Because I'm sleepy, Emily. You're making me tired. This is starting to get exhausting. All right. So you said it. So we don't want to hear nothing about no offended, emotions on no size 12s, nobody seeing you, anybody making references to you being bigger than the others. We don't want to hear it at all. Okay. But in however, y'all, I said, come on, Jen, with that time to get these girls together because the party's over energy. When she then, because she was sharp as a tack, y'all, she was getting the party together. When she then started her question to Heather, like, was my dress at the party a problem for you? I was like, come on, girl. Come on. Don't play with them. Let them know playtime is over. Okay. I'm telling y'all, it's the little things in life for me because I was like, do it, Jen. Do it. Do it. I loved it. And I just love the back and forth of that conversation, like how Jen kind of kept it real, just game poker face. And Heather was worried about Jen making that purchase, right? And I'm like, but come through Gina again, calling out Heather getting caught, right? And trying to backtrack. And the fact that she'll probably talk about the dress again when they leave. I was like, and will, because that's what they do. So Jen then turns to Tamra to address her behaviors. And I'm like, well, in this moment, girl, if you know this is a repeating cycle with this woman, and you know she can't be trusted, why give her anything? We would never have another conversation again in life unless it's what one conversation that's like what we saw at the end of this episode. But if it ain't giving that, we don't got nothing to say, right? And Shannon then brings up, because Tamra apologizes, total waste of time, totally insincere. We don't believe it. You need more people. What is it? We don't believe you. You need more people. Anyways, Shannon then brings up the Alexis text to Tamra and asks Tamra to please just stop talking about her. And I said, listen, Shannon, you being much nicer than you ought to be. Because what you should have said was, keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. Okay? That's what you should have told her. I mean, it's Tamra. It's time to go in and let have. Again, pretty much like what Jen did. So, anyways, y'all know, of course, Tamra gets smart and says, stop talking about me then. And I love that spot on throwback that footage showed where Tamara was pretty much reciting what she had heard, Shannon saying behind her about, behind her back. Cause I'm like, yo, that joint is spot on. And I love how Shannon then confirmed that, like, yeah, your ego. Yeah, I did. Or it is, or whatever she said. I loved it because it's true. Right. And so Tamara says something to the tune of, you just don't want to pay the 75,000 because it would make you look bad or something. But then Shannon says to Tamra, you're very cruel. To which now Tamra, throws in, shut up. The way I would have been like, ooh, like, and I know they were across the table. I would have leaned in like, get your hand out my face. That wrinkled old hand, put your hand down. She is so disrespectful, y'all. And in that moment, I ain't gonna lie. The same way that Shannon did get up and walk away and tell the other ladies how, no, this is my trip. She can leave. No. You should have told her that right then and there, Shannon, to her face. Like, girl, the disrespect is done. Get your and get on. Bye. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's like, Shannon, what more do you need from this lady? And you can't keep making the excuse, because I know she says it later in the episode that it's just a repeating pattern. Like it's a toxic pattern though. It's a sick pattern though. These are the patterns that we're taught in life to stay away from. People always want to hold on so bad to history, y'all. And sometimes history is just not worth it. You want to hold on and continue to be stressed with this nonsense for the sake of saying, I've known her for so long, or we used to have good times, or I know she has good in there somewhere. No. All that is now a figment of your imagination. All that is done. It is time to leave that woman in the dust and make room for the people that deserve to be in your life, that will truly and genuinely celebrate you and support you and not talk about you behind your back and then talk to your face and make you feel like you're nothing. Okay? And she's because I'm done with it. Oof, could not have been me. Could not have been me. And I'm almost mad that no one said anything in that moment to get Tamra all the way together. I would have inserted myself. Tap me in, tag me in. I would have been the one to speak up and be like, you know what? Enough with the disrespect. Like, you've been doing this for way too long. Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who or what pumped you up to think that you are what you are. You know, like it's almost like the Wizard of Oz. Y'all know how at the end of the day, and I listen, I haven't seen the Wizard of Oz in so long, but I remember it was some type of something that Dorothy and them were scared of. And then when the curtain rolled back, it's this little shriveled up little thing kind of a situation. Like, girl, that's what you are. Your bark is so much bigger than your bite. Oh my gosh. And she continues to get away with it, which is madness. But anyways, I will say that I felt a little better, and I felt like it did vindicate you know Shannon a little more when she came through with that text message of receipts where Tamra was talking about, or had, well, Tamra had conducted or showed proof that she conducted a background check on Ryan. And I said, now Tamra had a whole background check, right, ran on Ryan. For starters, that's lame, okay? Even though she wants to later on confirm, oh, it's just about his real estate. It wasn't a background check. Girl, that's lame on any level. If it was something that took 30 seconds of time, that's lame. Because at the end of the day, why would you spend your money to find out about somebody else's man and what they're doing? If he ain't doing no transactional work for you, which he wasn't, then it's not your concern. Okay. And she's so financially responsible, right? Why did you spend your money on that? And she's talking about she didn't spend her money. I don't believe nothing that Tamra says. Okay. And I'm so glad that Jen didn't buy that either. But anyways, I'm with you, ladies. It's weird, it's obsessive, and definitely giving single white female. Okay. And so, Jen, when I tell you, you better go ahead and talk your talk, though, when you said Tamra has to be all up in y'all life because hers is boring. If that is not the freaking reason why this lady continues to be here, because people have said it 1,000 times over and over and over again, she ain't got no storyline. She's got to use everybody else, because what does she have going on? What does she have going on? We're past the part of her kid not wanting to talk to her. What else other than that does she have going on? Not a doggone thing, right? So boring and is, absolutely. And Jen, you absolutely are more than a better person than she will ever be. And so I love how Jen went full force to that lady's door and knocked, and she pretty much blasts her about the whole background situation. Tamara's so stuck and sitting there looking silly that all she can do is clap your hands, y'all. And then she got to stuttering, because I love when Jim was like, well, what does Eddie do? Well, he owns $1 million. Girl, Eddie is unemployed. Okay? Eddie is unemployed. Okay? Eddie is unemployed. Okay? So I was like, Jen, tap into that behind. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't really need to get into the details more. What else is there to say besides Jen went in and shut that situation all the way down? I'm glad that she didn't fall into Tamra's nonsense. Tamra wanted to sit up here and justify by saying, oh, you're not even listening. Are you going to stop yelling and let me? No, I'm not. I'm not. This is for all the times where you felt like you can run your mouth and be loud and yell up in my face about my business to me or to other people. No, I absolutely will not. You don't get to run this. Again, as they say, you don't get to throw all this stuff around and then let me know how mad I should or shouldn't be. Like, I loved it. And it, again, just gave so juvenile, y'all, because she's in there. Yeah, you're right. She does deserve a round of applause. Matter of fact, you should have got your ass up and gave her a round of applause, because she was doing it. She was doing it. And usually I'm here for Heather's Shady Confessionals, but even when she was like, oh, well, I didn't know that Jen had a voice. Well, yes, she does. Okay. And she showed it on today. It was show and tell. And she did the doggone thing. And I am so freaking proud of her. And I hope she takes that energy and runs with it and never looks back, because that lady is a snake. That lady is trash. Like she said, I agree, because this is what you've given us, Tamra. This is what you've given us all these years. It's just a hateful, spiteful, trash bag of a situation, a hypocrite of an individual, okay? And a disingenuine, just everything that you are, and then some. Okay, a person who does not deserve to be on this platform. What positivity do you bring? Name one. Name something. What does she bring? A good time when she likes to just throw all her clothes up? I don't care about that. I don't need to see that. Matter of fact, I feel like even then she's doing the most. Okay? Like, yeah, and I really want to go deeper, y'all. I was so tempted. Ooh, this descriptive language came to mind where I wanted to rip her a new one, but I was like, nope, because I don't need nobody in my comments talking about I'm body shaming and all this other stuff. I know sometimes there's levels and limits to this, but y'all, I am so through with this lady. I hope that this is just a foreshadowing of what we will get from Jennifer. And I hope that somehow Shannon continues to muster up the strength, but actually stick to her guns at that reunion for Tamra, because this lady deserves every single ounce of just shutdown that is long overdue to her. But, anyways, y'all, let me know what you think. I absolutely enjoyed this episode. I thought it was phenomenal. I feel like it just keeps getting better and better and better. OC is giving to me. I don't know what y'all think. I am overjoyed. They are helping me get excited. They are just making my wheels spin. I love every part of it. And I feel like they're doing so much more than what we're getting from the other housewives. I don't know, y'all. Just my opinion. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I started watching New York, and I'm from New York, so you would think, oh, I would definitely. They haven't really been doing it for me these past couple of episodes. I stopped watching Salt Lake City because I was definitely just bored with that. Potomac, it's all right. It's starting off okay. But it's OC for me all day. OC, and where's Beverly Hills, baby? Bring Beverly Hills back. But anyways, y'all, don't be no prude. Get on that dance floor, do your two-step, do what you do. I'm not mad at y'all. I love it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you feel I was wrong about anything, how you see things. I, again, love reading your comments. I appreciate them. But Jen is giving that girl for me. If y'all disagree, let me know why. Okay, let me know why, because she's turned on. Oh, the green light is on. Okay, she is on go. And I hope she does not let her foot up off that gas. If she does, the moment I'm going to tell y'all, before I even get to y'all in any of the upcoming videos, if we see an episode where Jennifer falls back into Tamra's arms, just know, y'all, that I'm somewhere superly disappointed. Think of me in that moment, okay? And I'm going to definitely think of y'all. But I hope somehow this brought some sunshine to y'all day. I hope that this video will find you well and in good spirits. And if you weren't, I hope you are now. I appreciate you guys again so much. Shout out to every last one of you. And y'all know I will be back next week to do it all over again. So until I am, in the meantime, y'all already know what to do. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And I'm out. Peace.